My name's Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be playing the Ironclad in Ascension 15, just a casual run. Cause the daily today sucks. I'm gonna go for lose all gold for a random rare. Yikes. And go for 14 max HP. I mean, one of the options you can get there is lose all gold to get 12 max HP, so it's slightly better than that. But that itself is not a good option. Unfortunately, I also did lose all of my gold in order to gain it, so I can't go to this early shop and try and build from there. There's a path with 1, 2, 3, 4 midline rests, 1, 2, 2, 4 question marks and 2 elites. That sounds really good to me. Ooh, perfect opening hand. Burn out the Ascender's Bane, get a bash and a strike in. Triple strike next hand. Ooh, that's not enough. Double strike next hand. Yeah, guaranteed. Okay, cool. We've got a kill. Wild Strike, Havoc, Iron Wave. I don't really want any of these. Ugh. If I keep getting I don't really want any of these all the way up here, I can end up at the first elite with nothing, and that's where you die. So I don't want to be too picky, but at the same rate, I don't want to put trash in my deck just because it's there. I'll get more desperate as we move further on, obviously, though. I'll take. At least I get to kill this turn. Distilled Chaos. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. I'll take an uppercut. Great pickup there. That's going to be huge for the fights. I think now I can go for the question marks rather than trying to go to the shop. I mean, I wouldn't have even had the money to get anything at the shop anyway. Fossilized Helix. Prevent the first time you lose HP each combat. That is a huge relic. Monumental. Large, giant, big, with 2 Gs, one of them capitalized. Yeah, that's fine. Removing a target from the field that quickly is pretty worth. Double defend strike, easy. And uppercut strike to finish it out. Oh, this early? Yes, this early. Yes, this early. I'm gonna try and go for a Perfected Strike build. I like a good Perfected Strike build, and I haven't had the Perfected Strike build that I want, the one with Strike Dummy. I will continue until I have it. Uppercut the backline defend. Very, very quick target down. Very, very pleased about that. Gonna be killing the front line of this turn, right? Yeah, very unlikely. But in 2 more turns' time, that mathematic change. Oh, yikes. I'm gonna strike here because I'm very hopeful that I draw another strike so I don't have to use my Perfected Strike to kill the sentry. Thank heck. And decent kill. Paper Frog, enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50, and a duplication potion as well as... I mean, you don't turn down Whirlwind when Whirlwind's offered to you, do you? You don't. But, do I rest here or upgrade? I think I rest here. Because we just had the Sentinels, I don't need to upgrade Whirlwind for the next fight in particular. What I need is a large amount of HP so that I can push through like a Gremlin Knob beating me down or something like that. White Beast statue, potions always appear in combat rewards, and look, it's a Gremlin Knob trying to beat me down, I imagine. I do love that we get bought a whole turn just by having the Fossilized Helix. Maybe I didn't need to do that rest. Or a Calcum if you underturn without block, gain 6 block, as well as Battle Trance, Rupture, and Carnage. Battle Trance is great draw. Flex Potion, both of those potions that I have at the moment are already better. Take the Whirlwind upgrade, then we're going to want Bash, because we have 2 more this floor. We're going to want Bash and... Archibeko! Your first attack each combat deals 8 additional damage! Okay, Battle Trance. We'll upgrade Battle Trance this time, because we're looking to get to the Whirlwind as quickly as possible, because Whirlwind will multi-attack X times. I don't need to go to that shop unless I'm removing something from the deck right now, and I'm not. That's what I wanted! Game. Fine. I'm gonna take Discovery and upgrade in the next space then. Rude! Extremely rude, game! Let's go strike, and... Yes, I miscounted how much mana I had. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Let's go 1 strike, then Perfected Strike. Ah, yes. The way I'd always intended. Discovery. Oh, dropkick's really good here, actually. Uppercut, dropkick, and then defend, I think. Bash to keep up the vulnerability, or do I want to get rid of Bash in this cycle? I'm fine with not having Bash or Whirlwind in this cycle. Bash, single defend. Oh, wait. Orichalcum. If I have Orichalcum, single defend is not really what I want to be doing. That's my bad. Gotta remember that it'll block me at the end of the turn. I can rely on it a little bit. I'm gonna bludgeon. I'm gonna battle trance. I want to get back to the next deck as quickly as possible. That is my next shuffle of the deck that I currently have. Defend, defend, defend. Not exactly what I wanted from this turn. I'll be taking 10 damage here, but then I'll probably kill turn after. Yep, that'll do it. Flex Potion. Again, don't really want it. Limit Break, Impervious, and Immolate. Immolate? No. Yes? I mean, Immolate, 1 Immolate, 1 Whirlwind. That's probably enough AoE for the next floor. Because I have Whirlwind, especially because I have Whirlwind, rather. And I have, you know, Bash, Uppercut, Perfected Strike, Immolate. Like, I need one of the energy relics here. Fusion Hammer, taking it this early is really rough, but I have already upgraded a lot of the important cards in this deck. If I was playing alone, I would be taking Runic Dome right now, but I have taken Runic Dome a few times recently. I'm going to take the Fusion Hammer instead. I'm not locking myself out of taking Runic Dome ever, but I'm going to... It has like a small weighting against it of this makes it harder for some viewers to watch. That's not me just completely capitulating to those viewers. I will take it in certain circumstances as well. It's just all other things being equal, I will try and take the other one. And those were close enough that I think I was comfortable taking the Forge Hammer instead. Savvy? All right. I'm going to take the early... Ooh. I mean, big Whirlwind, but I could also just Uppercut Perfected Strike. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Keeping the enemy vulnerable for this turn. Gets us, or should have gotten us, a lot more damage. Yeah. Look, it's all my attacks. Explosive, Clothesline, Cleave, and Body Slam. Probably none of those. Upgrade all strikes and defense. I mean, that upgrades 8 cards in our deck right now. That's pretty big, especially considering Fusion Hammer won't let me upgrade anything else. Take the max HP there, as I always do. Alright, I'm going to go to a shop. Another Immolate. It's too good to turn down. Now I don't want to go to that shop. I want to try and go for 2 elites instead. This is risky. This is definitely not maybe the best choice I could have made. But I do feel very powerful right now, and I do feel like these potions are going to keep me safe for a bit. Alright. That'll do. Block potion. Don't really want that. Or rather, can't really take that. I kind of do want it. Okay, there's Immolate in the opening hand. The dupe and Immolate. Killing all but one of the enemies. Yeah, this is why I thought these paths were probably not going to be that bad for me. And do it again. Meat on the bone. If your HP is at below 50% at the end of combat, heal for 12 HP, as well as... probably none. Closest would have been Flex if I had... I mean, Perfected Strike isn't even good in this deck right now. Oh. Closest would have been Flex if I was a more Whirlwind-heavy deck than I am. Both of those go into the discard pile. I don't expect to see my discard pile before the end of the fight. Oh, Battle Trance actually worked here. Oh, look, I've seen my discard pile. It is now the end of the fight, though, so... kinda was right, in a way. Cultist Potion, don't really want it. Seeing Red Clash, if I had more draw in this deck, like if I didn't just have the Battle Trance, I had like maybe a Pommel Strike upgraded or a couple Shrug-it-offs, maybe. I would take every Shrug-it-off offered, but if I had those, maybe I'd take the Seeing Red. Probably not in this position, though. Okay. Whirlwind. Man. I have to discover. Oh, baby. Finally, I get an Immolate. The other Immolate in my hand just looking at me like the... what is it? Distracted boyfriend meme? I think. I'm a couple months behind on meme meta, okay? These things eventually trickle down to me. And when they do, they have none of the context that makes them worth paying attention to. Give them the business. Frozen Egg, whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. Another duplication potion, I'll take that over the Dex potion. Demon Form pre-upgraded. You don't turn down a pre-upgraded Demon Form, do you? Do you? You're mad. Lantern starting to combat with additional energy. Okay, give me the Demon Form on turn 1. Let me set it up. I'll do it every time. I think I'm going to take this recall. I don't know if I'm going to the heart, and I honestly feel strongly that I'm probably not. But I don't think I needed to rest there. I'm going to Inflame. I'm going to defend a bunch, and I'm not going to strike. I want my Archibeko to hit Whirlwind if possible. And if not possible... oh, hang on. I've got to do it in that order. Otherwise, the backliner wouldn't die this turn, and I'd be taking 2 damage. But excuse me. Shelled Parasite gets blocked here. Got him. Flex Potion. So one of the biggest problems we're going to have is boss fights, but that's what the Demon Form is for. I'm happy taking a second Battle Trance in this deck, but I could also take a Sword Boomerang as a way to deal damage after the Demon Form. We'll take the second Battle Trance. The deck is 20 cards large. Even if I do get, like, if one Battle Trance draws the other, then I'm denied 1 card in that hand. But if it doesn't, then I'm at a positive of 2 cards or 3 cards, depending on which I've played first. Right? I'm happy to take that risk. I don't think it's that bad. Oh, yes! Colosseum fight, baby! Give it to me. I would have loved a Whirlwind there immediately. So 9 goes to 13. 8, 13 is 21. That's not enough to kill the backliner. But if I only get hit once, then I take no damage the entire fight. Victory, obviously. Okay. Actually, discovery first. Offering? I'm going to take the offering there. I'm going to dupe and immolate. Then uppercut the back and then immolate for the kill. Magic Flower. Healing is 50% more effective during combat. Eternal Feather. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. And if we upgraded, Shrug It Off. Pretty much everything I've been asking for. I'll go for this elite now. I'm gonna go for all of that defense so that I can keep my block from the Fossilized Helix. Fossilized Helix is honestly doing so much of the heavy lifting this run. I would be taking a lot more damage. Probably enough damage for this to be like a problem, like a kind of deck archetype I might not be able to run if I didn't have it. Also, the Paper Frog is incredible for us. I'll discover first, just in case. No, it's fine. Liquid Memories. Choose a card from your discard pile and return to your hand to cost 0 this turn. Take that. Dark Embrace and Metallicize? I don't think I need the Metallicize, but do I not need the Metallicize? Do I actively not need the Metallicize? It plus Orichalcum is just 10 block if I don't block. And there are a lot of turns where with as few block cards as I have in the deck, I just don't block. I've got to uppercut, immolate, and strike. Go Perfected. Double Defend. We're actually going to start having problems now. I don't have vulnerability on the enemy and I have basically no defense in this hand. I'm going to Shrug It Off first. Let's discover. Fiendfire. Fiendfire would be times 6. 7 by 6 is 42. It's not enough to kill the enemy. And my discard pile doesn't have anything to help me after that. I'm going to take the Offering, use that, bash, and then immolate. You know what? I'm also going to play the top 3 cards in my draw pile, kill the enemy. I don't want to take that much damage. The Boot, when you would deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5. As well as Liquid Thorns there. I don't think I need any of these. I could try and take the Flame Barrier. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm not going to be able to upgrade it, but it's okay. Demon Form first hand. Demon Form first card! Whirlwind second hand. Still counts. Dang it. Okay. Actually, I think I hold on to the Akabeko charge here. It's really important for being able to kill these chumps. It's 22 damage per, so I can Shrug It Off first. 22 damage per means I can even use Discovery first if I need to, and then Ghostly Armor, Whirlwind. Perfect, so I'm completely safe. On that turn, at least. Got my strength stacking up high. I'd love a... What would I love after this fight? You know what? Enemy's just full attacking. I'm going to full defend that turn. I'd love a... Limit Break. Be nice. I was really hoping for more defense than that. I'm gonna bash first. Pretty much anything should kill next turn. Cool. Weak, don't want it. Barricade, Reaper, double tap. Reaper is really good for healing back up in any demon form deck. You just take it. Double tap is really good though. But I need a copy of Reaper for this deck. This is unfortunate. We're gonna have to take the Slaver's Collar. The value of the Black Star is very low when you get it after the second boss. You don't get that many relics out of it. You're like 1 boss relic down to possibly be 2 or 3 relics up. That's like a very bad version of the calling bell. Pretty much. You don't get the immediate value. Sure, you don't get a curse, but you don't get the immediate value of them. And you're not even guaranteed to get that many relics. Oh, demon form there. Sure. Why not? Give him the Perfected Strike. Elixir, exhaust any number of cards in your hand. No. Another Perfected Strike? Okay. Lose Liquid Bronze happily there for the Toy Ornithopter whenever you use a potion to heal for 5 HP. Don't really care about that. Go to the shop, Brimstone. I'm doing it. Brimstone, Whirlwind, another Perfected Strike. We're doing it. Oh, this is so aggressive. So Brimstone is at the start of your turn, gain 2 strength and all enemies gain 1 strength. Just straight up murder this backliner here. It could easily just murder it. Like, we cannot go to the heart, by the way, as a result of taking Brimstone. I haven't taken Brimstone in ages, though, so I really want to have it. But yeah, we're not able to take it to the heart. We instantly die. Dex, another Perfected Strike. If the game is just going to give me so many pre-upgraded Perfected Strikes, I mean, you gotta. Right? Got him. Dupe Potion, probably a lot. Oh, yeah, probably a lot better than the Block Potion because I'm just going to be looking to blow up my bosses. I think I might end up taking the path with only 1 elite. Yeah, just because if we fight... I mean... Giant Head's one of the worst for me. I'm gonna dupe the Whirlwind here. 174 damage on turn 1, not bad. It's just I worry about my damage past this point, especially if I keep getting weakened. Alright, I'm gonna start taking a bunch of extra strength. I would love a limit break at any point, game. If you'll provide, I'll receive. Oh, that hurts. Or at least it's about to. I meant it will hurt the giant head. You can no longer become weakened. That is great for us. Pummel is incredible. That's a lot of damage. We're not going to be weakened in the boss fight anyway, so I guess it really didn't matter. I thought I was going to have to rest up in that space. Shuriken, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Yeah, so this is just like getting strong as the Ironclad. What are we? We're House Tyrell, growing strong. The extra metallicize, the only reason I don't want it right now is because I know who the final boss is, and that's going to be a bad idea against them. But I guess, you know, it gives them 1 more damage every turn, or 2, or, you know, whatever multi-hit they're doing, amount of damage per turn. But for me, it gives me 4 block every turn, so maybe it's worth it. I know Flash of Steel would be. Worth it, that is. Fine, I'll take the Flash of Steel then instead. Should I take the Wild Strike just to upgrade my... Yeah, I'm gonna take the Wild Strike just to upgrade all the Perfected Strikes. I have enough Perfected Strikes in the deck at this point that I think that's a decent decision. We're probably going to end up using the Reaper halfway through the boss fight and winning off of that. I think, like, an attack potion is going to be way more damage for me than a firebomb. Transient. Okay, you'll get a little extra strength occasionally, but I'm going to get a lot. And just use mine to remove yours. Plus, I always love having the fossilized helix against this boss. Or rather, this enemy. They're not a boss. Just because it means if you get one turn away from their death, you can just end it. You don't need to stand around. Like this. Hit me. Well done. Pre-upgraded sword boomerang. Oh! Oh, this is the high rolliest of high roll runs. Alright, I'm going to take some damage here, but it's fine. Because I'm going to heal up in the next space anyway. Okay. Rest anyway. And boss fight. What do you got for me, Awakened One? Power through is... No, the fight's going to go long enough that power through is going to be a bad idea, I think. That just means I'm taking damage this turn then. Fine. Okay. I think I have to play the demon form. Let me just defend as well. No, it should have been metallicized. That actually would have defended more that turn. Ow. Ow. This enemy constantly doing multi-hits would be really, really rough. Please do not do that to me. We're gonna need a Reaper soon. Okay. Can we get Reaper in this hand? Let me shrug it off first, just in case. That didn't get me Reaper. Hopefully Reaper is in the next hand. There it is. Let's go Reaper first, then Sword Boomerang. And win the fight based off of those. Under 30-minute Ascension 15 Ironclad speedrun? With 15:07 as the score? Not bad. Not half bad, I don't think. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. That's been Brimstone. I know, I could have taken that run to the heart if I didn't take Brimstone, but at the same rate, Brimstone. I don't get Brimstone often, and it's good fun. My name is Rhapsody. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.